Let's take a closer look at the Deno ecosystem. This is the header of the Deno homepage at the time of this recording, and there we can clearly see that there are three main parts of the Deno ecosystem: the runtime API, the standard library, and the third-party modules. Runtime API consists of Web API and Deno namespace API. Web API here means browser-compatible APIs that are supported by Deno, while Deno namespace API are Deno's global API. An example of the Web API is the window object. This is a browser-compatible API. And an example of the Deno namespace API is Deno.WriteFile function. This is part of the Deno global. You can easily differentiate between these two because the Deno namespace API always starts with Deno dot, while the Web API doesn't start with anything specific. Let's now take a closer look at the comparison of these three main parts: the runtime API, the standard library, and the third-party modules. First, runtime API is built-in Deno, while standard library needs import, and third-party module also needs import. Let's see examples of this. This is an example of the runtime API. The code here uses functions from the Deno namespace, such as Deno.open and Deno.copy. And as you can see here, there is no import statement in this code. Why? Because this code only uses the runtime API, and the runtime API is built-in. And because of that, no import statement is required to use these functions. Let's now see an example of the standard library. This is code from the Deno homepage, and here, this code uses the standard library. This is the standard library, and because we want to use a function from the standard library, we need to import it. We cannot use the serve function here directly. We need to import it first from the standard library before we can use this serve function in our code. As for the third-party modules, let's see an example from the Oak framework. This is a middleware framework for Deno's HTTP server. We are going to use this framework later in this course. But now, let's see how to use this framework. Here, we can see that if we want to use the Oak framework, a third-party module, then we need to import it, just like the standard library. So, the runtime API is built in, no import statement is needed, but the standard library and the third-party modules need imports if you want to use them. Next, runtime API and the standard library come from the Deno team, but the third-party modules come from the community. Because the runtime API and the standard library come from the Deno team, they are audited and officially supported by Deno. While the third-party modules, because they come from the community, they are not officially supported by Deno. Next, the runtime API only provides low-level functionalities. The standard library builds on top of the runtime API and provides mid-level functionalities, while the third-party modules builds on top the runtime API and the standard library and provide higher-level functionalities. And because of that, for certain use cases, it will be easier for us to use a third-party module than using a standard library or the runtime API. Next, runtime API is stable except for new APIs. Stable here means that there will be no breaking changes. If you update your Deno installation, then the code that you wrote for the previous version of Deno will still work. However, some new APIs might not be stable yet. As for the standard library, it is unstable. It means that later version of the standard library could introduce breaking changes. You might need to modify your code if you want to use a later version of the standard library. As for the third-party modules, because they come from the community, the stability status is varied. Each module could be stable or unstable depending on the creators. Next, for Runtime API, if you want to use the unstable API, then you need to give the unstable flag when you use Deno run or Deno install. Otherwise, you will not be able to run your code. With standard library, because it is unstable by default, you do not need to use the unstable flag. You can use the standard library right away. However, if the standard library under the hood uses unstable features from the Runtime API, then you still need to give the unstable flag. So in general, you do not need to give unstable flag when using standard library unless the standard library that you use happens to use an unstable feature of the Runtime API. As for the third-party modules, it's similar to the standard library. You do not need to give it the unstable flag unless the module uses an unstable feature from the Runtime API. Next, for versioning, the Runtime API uses the main Deno version, while the standard library is versioned differently than Deno. At the time of recording this video, this is the latest Deno version, while this is the latest version of the standard library. As you can see, they are versioned differently. Why? Because as mentioned before, the Runtime API that is built in Deno is stable, while the standard library is still unstable. So, to avoid confusion between these two, they are versioned differently. As for the third-party modules, because they come from the community, each of them is versioned independently. Now, there is an important note when using the standard library. Because the standard library is still unstable, it is recommended that you use imports with pinned version of the standard library. For example, here we use the version 0.63.0. You should not use imports without the pinned version. This example doesn't specify any version, and if you use this code without pinned version, then if the standard library introduces a breaking change, because it is still unstable, therefore it can introduce breaking changes, then your code may break. It will no longer work. To avoid breaking your code, when the standard library is updated to a newer version, then you should use imports with pinned version. This will ensure that your code will always work. In this lecture, we have learned about the Deno ecosystem. The three main parts are the Runtime API, the standard library, and the third-party modules.